Hey everyone, Tereza Nemessanyi here, CEO and co-founder of honestlynow.com. We're the Q&A platform where you can get to the bottom of your trickiest personal questions. So it's Monday, January 9th, and a really interesting article has come to my attention. It's actually been around quietly for a few months and it seems to be taking off, and I wanted to give you my take on it. It's called Regrets of the Dying. It was written by a woman named Bronnie Ware, who for many years was a palliative care nurse. A palliative care nurse, for those of you who don't know, is a nurse who's dispatched to people's homes at the end of their lives to guide them painlessly to the end, which is, you can imagine, probably one of the most difficult jobs out there. And the people that do this are angels. There's no other way to say it. So in my personal life, for better or for worse, I've actually met a number of them, both in the care of my grandparents as well as heading into dealing with the passing of each of my parents, both my father as well as my mother. And so reflecting on this regrets of the dying, I have to say that one of the ways that I was able to deal with my own loss was reflecting upon their reflections of their lives at the end. A little bit more difficult for my father because he wasn't completely coherent at the end, but my mother and my grandmother each were, and I will never forget the conversations that we had together and how they reflected on their lives. So with that in mind, and because it's 2012, we're still kicking off the year, this is some really, really powerful stuff. So I wanted to share with you these 5 learnings that Bronnie Ware put forward to reflect upon how we can get the most of our time here and now. So the first regret that she consistently heard was that I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself and not the life that others expect of us. So being true to yourself, that was number 1. Number 2, I wish I didn't work so hard. Number 3, I wish I'd had the courage to express my feelings. So those unspoken feelings can really eat at you. Number 4, I wish I'd stayed in touch with my friends. And number 5, I wish that I'd let myself be happier. And that last one was really particularly interesting because what Bronnie tells us is that these people realized that being happy was a choice, not something that was thrust on them. So rather than waiting to be happy, they realized that it was a choice they could have made at any point along the way. And the sooner they could have made it, the more happy time they would have had in their lives. So those are the ones, the 5 regrets of the dying that she consistently saw. She's written a book. I'm going to link to it below. But give it a thought. There's some good stuff here. I think that there are probably little things that we can do every single day to nurture ourselves so that, you know, at the end of it all, we can go, okay, you know, maybe sooner than I wanted, but I did okay. I know that my mother felt that way. She left us too soon, but she'd actually done really great on this stuff, and seeing that made me feel more at peace with her passing as well. So I think this is really valuable stuff, and with that, we want to have an awesome 2012 and a nurturing one. So I wish you an awesome week. You'll be hearing from me some more, but I hope that gives you something to chew on. honestlynow.com. Come on in and ask a question. We'd love to see you there. Thanks.